Before we get to the movie, I want to talk about people who claim to have a favorite movie. No doubt in their minds. My favorite movie is The Sandlot, because those kids just crack me up. Mm-hmm. I've met multiple people who have said The Sandlot is their favorite movie. And I kind of envy those people. I don't want to be one. Because I like the way that I approach movies, and I like the fact that I could never make a decision like that. But I envy the certainty.
I am someone who has gone through my life with various favorite movies. Miller's Crossing was on the top of my list for a good 15 or 20 years.
You and I are the type of person who would say something like, well, other than this, and this, my favorite movie is this.
Yes.
You know, you basically have 5 favorite movies.
Yeah. I remember reading hoity-toity Seattle columnist, The Stranger, if you're from Seattle, and he said that the annual year best list is nothing but critics sitting on the bedroom floor, arranging their stuffed animals, saying, you're my favorite and you're my second favorite. Is Parasite a little bit better than Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, or is it the other way around? You know.
Yeah, the idea of ranking things in order gets a little less important year by year as you get older. Well, Craig, I want to thank you. This has been my favorite cold open of all time.
Really? This?
I've got a bunch of movies that I've never seen before. You don't know what they are. Every episode, I'm going to spring one on you. It might be good. It might be bad. We'll watch it and talk about it. Welcome to the basement.
Look at these sleeves.
Those are short sleeves. You look like you should be saying, "Putting on the rain."
Thank you. I'm going to maybe go like full 80s here.
Bodybuilding, hockey, soccer. Is it too soon for another sports movie? Well, there's no rule in the basement that says that we can't watch a movie about a dog playing basketball, and so we're going to watch Air Bud.
Air Bud! Not the one about the donkey that can shoot field goals. The Winnipeg Sun gave it 4.5 stars.
Out of 4?
Out of 4. It's that good.
Released in 1997 and directed by character actor Charles Martin Smith.
Oh.
Air Bud stars Wendy McKenna, Kevin Zegers, and basement alum Michael Jeter. The story is based on a real-life basketball-playing golden retriever named Air Buddy, who also stars in the film. Air Bud grossed $27.8 million at the box office against its $3 million budget.
Well done, Mr. Martin Smith.
Unsurprisingly, 4 sequels followed where Bud learns to play other sports: football, soccer, volleyball, and baseball. I'm not sure how that last one works. I would think if you had to use actual tools, that a dog would not be able to do it.
Well, he can fetch, and then you get a pitch hitter.
He can run the bases.
It writes itself.
So I have a personal connection to this movie. My dearly departed mother loved it. She once told me that this was her favorite movie. So, Mom, if you're floating around out there somewhere, I hope you can see this and hope you appreciate it. I love you. The gift I have for you tonight utilizes air.
What are these things? Radical Sky for skydivers.
They defy gravity, just like Air Bud.
And I guess this is a connection with Gang of 4?
Sure, yes.
I guess you could put entertainment up in front of any movie.
Precisely. That's what I did after a half hour of searching through the LPs, finding nothing. Well, get up off the bench and dribble on over to the old leather couch where we are going to slam dunk Air Bud. When you wish upon a dog. There was a German movie with the same plot called Herr Bud. But it was just a human who played basketball really well. It's Redneck Pennywise.
Ferndale! That's not what it says.
Not at all. 2 clowns arrive at a child's birthday party. One of them is human, mostly, and the other one is of the dog variety.
Do not make me use this, okay?
Do not make me read up on current events.
It's happy slappy time!
And if you get out of line, it'll be literal slappy time.
And he is horrible.
I bet you won't be able to guess what this one is.
Multiple gunshots.
But that dog is a charmer. He catches the balls. But then something goes wrong with the dog. There's mischief involved. The human clown just goes crazy.
Why?
Yeah, why?
Why all of this?
Why? Mom, this is a pretty bad movie so far.
Mr. Slappy blames everything on the dog, and he decides he's going to take the dog to the pound.
But he leaves the tailgate of his crappy truck open, and the dog's cage goes tumbling out into the road. Those cows, Or a soccer team, and no one knows it. Something bad happened to a clown. Josh Fram and his mom.
They're all moving to Fernfield.
Did I tell you that the Fernfield Napkin Factory is the third largest manufacturer of napkins in all North America?
Did you know I'm saying this into a microphone in a studio right now? And they're moving into their new house. Josh is sad because his dad just died.
Oh no, his dad was a test pilot. And his life has been claimed. And his father used to help him play basketball.
He's also sad because he's new in school and he has no friends. Perfect. Your first chair. I bet all those kids have fathers who are alive pilots. But what he really wants to do is play basketball. But no one knows it because he's too sad.
Josh finds this abandoned church.
W.C. me.
And behind the church is an even more abandoned basketball court.
And he shoots a few hoops. Hello, this is Krezhnev. Where are my napkins?
How was school? Sucks. How was the trombone?
Blows.
Oh, Josh brings a scrap of clown clothes home, puts it under his pillow as a wish.
Looks like he stole that ball from the Harlem Globetrotters.
And that's how he earned the nickname Sweet George Brown. Nobody notices Josh because he's sad.
Okay.
Wham! Come on by. I'll have something for you to do. Be the water boy. Josh is back at that janky-ass basketball court.
I've just been back here being bit by raccoons and bats.
He sees a dog in the bushes, but the dog is scared. He puts out the pudding, the dog comes out and eats the pudding, and he and the dog become buddies. Buddies. That turns out to be the dog's name, Buddy. All right, kid, now we're friends. So bring me some dog food.
I will free thee of thy motley.
Josh decides that he wants this dog to be his dog, and so he sneaks the dog into the house. The dog is filthy, by the way. No, dog food! He tries to give him a bath. They're both going right in that tub. I know comedy when I see it, and this is about to be comedy.
Go get it, go get it.
Splish splash, I was taking a bath.
How did the boy end up in there?
'Cause it's funny! Hey, Mom, I got a favor to ask you. Kinda. The dog is upstairs and sees the basketball, the object of its desire, and the basketball falls down the stairs. The dog goes nuts.
And he knocks over all the stuff.
Trying to chase that ball. Get rid of that dog. Put some flyers up.
And try to find the owner of that dog, and then it's...
Buddy figures out how to climb the house to get into Josh's room.
No!
Josh, are you in there touching your body?
Buddy keeps stealing the newspaper, leaving the mother confused.
The kids at school don't like Josh, just 'cause. There's this old fella walking around. He lives in the basement.
Josh has to go down and clean all of the towels.
Cold water.
Huh?
Make sure you use cold water.
Thank you, Melvin Van Peebles.
I don't get it.
You don't get what?
Cold water.
This janitor seems to have a life beyond being a janitor. Josh just breaks into all the stuff,
Human skulls. I think I better get out of here.
and he finds an old Knicks jersey.
He goes and looks through his old basketball cards.
It's none other than Arthur Chaney, who played back in the 50s.
He goes and shows him the basketball card.
No, kid, that guy's dead. Died a long time ago.
Cold water. Oh, he's in there doing his secrets. Sometimes when my knees ain't bothering me, I can play basketball as good as a body double.
With lots of editing, I can participate too.
Christmas morning,
Josh gets the present of getting to keep Buddy.
Josh is invited to a private basketball tryout.
Don't even waste your time, water boy.
We hated you before you even got here, sight unseen.
Wish my dad were here. He always knew what to do.
Except how to successfully land that plane. No. Josh and Buddy are playing around in the janky-ass basketball court, and Josh finds out that Buddy can shoot baskets. A basketball-playing dog? What'll happen next?
Yes!
Josh goes to the tryout.
Can't try out. He's the water boy.
He can't do it!
Josh makes the team.
He makes friends with this meek little kid. Larry's the mean boy who's always pushing Josh around. And when you get a look at Larry's dad, you find out where it comes from. Damn it, Larry! Somehow, Buddy the dog has wandered into the school, and he sees that basketball, and he goes googly-eyed for basketball, because the dog loves basketball. And he runs onto the field, the court. I know that much.
And things go not so haywire.
Why? Why?
The ball goes up in the air, just the right spot. Buddy hits it with his nose, and the ball, you're not going to believe this, goes in the basket.
The crowd loves it. You doing okay?
No, man, I'm not.
And I wondered if maybe you and Buddy could do that trick at the next halftime show.
It will make people enjoy halftime ever so much.
You know, at the next basketball game.
Meanwhile, the coach is brutally abusing the little meek boy by whipping basketballs at his face.
The coach is fired.
Miss Pepper.
Of course her name is Miss Pepper. Her full name is Patricia Pepper, I guarantee it. Cheney now is the head coach.
Afternoon.
Cold water.
We're going to pantomime a game of basketball so we can focus on each other and become a better team.
Good ball. Regulation weight. You got a nice bounce to it.
We didn't sign up for the improv class. We signed up for basketball.
Nice catch.
All right, now instead of passing a ball, we're going to pass emotions.
At the next game,
Larry gets taken out of the game and his dad is not happy. Shoot the ball good. Don't shoot it bad, or you'll get yelled at by Larry's dad. It's buzzer time.
Josh is stuck with the ball.
He's going to make the winning shot. He throws it and he misses. You shot that ball for the wrong reason. You shot it because it was just the wrong reason.
Regardless of Josh's failure,
they embark on a winning season.
Did I see that?
There's a news story about that dog, and Norm Snively, the clown, sees it.
That's going to be my road to riches.
He goes to the Fram house. I'll take my dog now, please. Here are his papers. Mom can't do anything about that, and so the mean Mr. Snively takes Buddy away.
Josh is sad.
Josh finds out where Snively lives.
Hey! Get back here with my dog!
There's a bit of a hoo-ha. Even when he's off the clock, he's still clowning. There's a lot of a car chase. Snively ends up in the Puget Sound, and Josh and Buddy take a water taxi away.
There's an island right over there, you see.
Thanks for using my water taxi, kid. It'll cost you one dog. But don't worry, I'm no Snively. My name's Stu, the water taxi man. He can't take Buddy home. Snively's just going to come back and take him away again. He's got to send Buddy off into the wilderness.
You found me, go find someone else here on this island.
Here, I got you a little something.
Dog, food. Go on, Buddy. Get out of here. I don't need you anymore, Buddy. You got to go. You know the scene.
You have to go, Buddy.
Suck it. He abandons Buddy on some sort of island.
Larry's dad!
The big game. Do you remember Mean Larry? His dad got so mad at the Timberwolves coach that he had Larry switch schools so he could play for a different team.
Timberwolves are losing.
Bounce the ball. Shoot the ball. In the fourth section of the game, two of their players get injured at the same time.
They need a fifth man. Or is it a fifth dog?
Da-da-da-da!
Buddy comes back.
Since the dog is officially a part of the team as the mascot, why can't the dog be a player?
And the immortal words are spoken.
Ain't no rules that the dog can't play basketball.
They are running around, bouncing the ball, court press, points are scored. The Timberwolves catch up, and they're within points of winning, and Josh has the ball, and he's going to shoot the winning shot. Doink, doink, dramatic doinks, doink, doink. Oh, it's in. I was a little worried for a minute there.
Were you? Were you? Were you? Happy Slappy has come back to get his dog.
You can't have him back. The dog doesn't like you.
I'll see you in court.
You're in a court right now. You're seeing him right now. They go to court. Snively shows up. He's a clown lawyer.
Quiet!
It's the gavel, sir.
Well, speak up!
This scene is stupid. And it stands out from all the other scenes. But the dog loves me. Well, the the judge, they're known as judges. A dog is property. A dog is not a friend. Let the dog decide. So they go outside.
Do you want to go to this guy or this guy?
Buddy, choose Larry's dad.
And then the newspaper comes out. Buddy is afraid of the newspaper.
If you don't come to me, you're going to get it. And if you come to me, you're going to get it.
But then he grabs the newspaper and tears it up.
And he runs to Josh, and now he's Josh's dog. Technically, the dog chose the clown first. I hate to point this out because I don't want Buddy to go to that nasty Mr. Slively, but he did choose him.
He wins the day. He wins in life. Because if you can win a dog and you can win a basketball game, you can win in life.
Air Bud. Why the hell was it called Air Bud? Air Jordan. Air Buddy.
Oh.
It scans.
Yes. All right, then.
Never once in the movie is he called Bud. I'm not going to bother calling this a bad movie. Because we know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
So how was it for what it is?
It was still bad.
Okay.
What did we have as a movie? A boy who has been shattered by the death of his father. Then you have the dog plays basketball. That's why you show up. You don't want any of that other crap. We need to make a movie for that concept. This movie should have been done like Happy Gilmore. You have an insane premise, you need an insane story to build to that. Like Teen Wolf. Teen Wolf and this are basically the same movie, except the boy and the dog are the same person in Teen Wolf.
But if you have a movie where a boy meets a dog, they have to have this profound connection.
Yeah.
They have to have a friendship that transcends species.
Yes.
I want to talk about a few good things about it. It's a pretty good dog.
The dog's a good actor and a great basketball player.
Yes. The basketball action was done pretty well. Mm-hmm. Human and dog. The comedy action was pretty terrible.
It was atrocious.
Yes.
That opening scene with Michael Jeter could have been something really funny. And it shouldn't have been he fails right off the top and keeps failing. He needs to just, he drops something at the beginning. And then, it gets a little bit more frustrating, more frustrating. And then his dog attacks him.
One of the definite assets of this movie is the actor Bill Cobb. It's always nice to see that guy.
Who we've seen forever, and I can't think of one thing that he's been in.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
I like the way the movie handled animal abuse. It's a real thing.
Yeah.
And they did it in very subtle ways, but it's not heavy. He screams at the dog. He doesn't necessarily beat the dog.
Yeah,
He paddles the dog with a newspaper.
The dog hates newspapers. I don't want the mom or Josh to use that on me.
See, that only occurred to me just now when you were saying it.
Mm-hmm.
That needed to be more clearer. The dog is chained up in a muddy yard.
Mm-hmm.
That's the picture of abuse. The courtroom scene at the end was truly atrocious.
That's what made me think it should be an Adam Sandler movie, because he always ends with a courtroom scene, doesn't he?
Right. I have a better way to end the movie.
How does it end?
Jeter is at the basketball game. He's watching the game. He's watching his dog. This dog is amazing. If only I had been good to the dog, I could have had this. But
yes.
I can never have it now. So I realized that. So just keep the dog.
In a children's movie, everyone should grow.
Yeah, that's a more important and inspiring lesson to show someone.
And also, it would happen on that day, because you have that epiphany of the day that you have been laid low. He hit past rock bottom because he went past the rocks right into the water.
Right. Well, I have a fun fact about Charles Martin Smith. He actually did quite a bit of directing.
Oh, did he?
He directed the very first episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh. Coach Chaney keeps saying, you gotta be a team. But when Buddy shows up, he is not being a team player. He's a ball hog, he's a glory hound.
A ball dog.
A ball dog and a glory hound, yeah.
Well, that was Air Bud. You know, a little something light. Something you don't have to think about.
Light as air, bud.
Now it is time for us to travel on over to Seen It. All right, Simon Drapeau. Good Boys was just too funny. Couldn't stop laughing. Seen It.
Not seen it, so I have not started laughing.
This is sort of a coming-of-age comedy. It's put out by the Seth Rogen, Evan Goldberg comedy machine.
You can practically tell from the title.
There's going to be a big party, and so they think that there's going to be girls there, and they're going to get their first kisses.
So it's like Superbad, but for 8th graders.
Sure.
They're not going to get laid. They're going to get smooched.
Or it's like Stand By Me, where the dead body is lips. Kids are really likable, and you can tell they really want to hang on to a part of their innocence. The movie does a really good job of riding that edge. Although there is one point where the movie crosses a line that it should not cross. And I don't like to be the guy saying that. But I found one scene extremely objectable. And if you've seen the movie, maybe you know the scene I'm talking about.
Comments down below. Leave it. Ocean Sage writes, have you seen Jonathan Demme's indie drama Rachel Getting Married? Anne Hathaway is outstanding in it, and Robin Hitchcock has a short cameo. Seen it.
Seen it. Also, Tunde from TV on the Radio plays the groom, I believe.
Yes. Jonathan Demme doesn't just make a great soundtrack. He knows the musicians.
Yeah.
And he invites all of his friends for the most absurd wedding reception ever. It's just an impossible wedding reception. Band after band after band, and they all get one song.
Yeah, right.
The Last Waltz did not have so much talent in it.
I think it might be Anne Hathaway's best performance.
We all knew at the time that Hathaway was trying to break free of the princess roles. This is a role that I think very few people could have played, and nobody thought that Anne Hathaway could, except for Anne and Jonathan.
When she gets up at the rehearsal dinner, she's going to make that toast, and you know she's just going to make it all about her, and you just, before she says one word, you're just cringing.
You don't even know really yet what her sin is.
Right.
How do you forgive the most unforgivable thing? Oh, I could never turn my back upon my own child, but what if they did this one thing?
Bill Irwin in this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. He should have gotten a supporting actor nomination for that. He was amazing. This is a very powerful and a very gut-wrenching movie, but it's not heavy or depressing. David Sue, you can also try to beat the devil in a guitar face-off. Seen Crossroads? Seen it.
I saw it so long ago, I remember nothing.
Ralph Macchio plays a young guitar aficionado, and he's obsessed with the blues. And he's going to go to the crossroads where Robert Johnson sold his soul to the devil, and he ends up doing the same thing. I saw this movie with my friend Dave, who I was roommates with in college. It was summer. We were home in Milwaukee. And he said, let's go to my buddy's house because we can hang out and he'll give us beer. So we're going to this guy's house, and Dave says, you need to know something. My buddy, he doesn't have complete hands.
Okay.
He doesn't have all his fingers.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to shake your hand, and he wants to surprise you. But I'm telling you ahead of time so you'll be prepared. And I went in and I shook his hand. I was cool as a cucumber.
Yeah?
And we watched Crossroads. And we drank beer.
The Pant Weaver writes, can we get a scene it on Nashville? I just watched it and found it to be both a nice time capsule of my hometown, but also an epic that feels very personal and unepic. Seen it.
Seen it. I disagree with you. I think it's a very epic film because it really shows this tapestry of life in Nashville when it's at its peak. I rewatched this about 6 years ago for the second time, and I wrote some notes. Everyone is ugly, gross, and ridiculous. Barbara Jean's onstage breakdown at Opryland is scary and sad. Also features the saddest striptease ever committed to film.
Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, yes, you're right.
Shelley Duvall's character, L.A. Joan, I don't know that I've hated a character more than that. To call her selfish implies that she's even aware that there are other people.
You have Carradine in it.
The I'm Easy scene, I think, is the emotional core of the film.
That might be my most watched thing on YouTube. I have watched that scene so many times. I love that song so much. Rinky Dinky Parlez-Vous.
There's a place that you can go to where you can score to... No, that's not quite right, is it?
Just run with it.
You can go there and score. It's our website, welcometothebasementshow.com. All of our videos are there, and there are PayPal donation buttons you can click on to donate to help support this show. There's Emma and Kane from Ireland. You helped me through some difficult times, and my boyfriend and I love your show. P.S. Kane thinks Tona is hot.
Tona has received the Kane scrutiny.
To find out who the rest of our donors are and to see the contents of our mail crate, you can watch Unboxing, which comes out this coming Friday. We had a good time watching Air Bud, despite the obvious, and right now you can watch this.
Would you eat something, please?
We're not making a comment on the Spaghetti-O dog.
Would you like to?
No.
Okay. I guess that's comment enough.
Ain't no rules said the dog can't play basketball.